Alright guys, I am back. Let's traverse this campfire, and then we're gonna hit up them ruins. Oh, I can use a corruption arrow to turn machine hostile to any other machine. Interesting. I pretty much figured that. So we're shooting for this. We gotta go this way. That. And that. Give me.
Might need that.
Come on. Hardcore parkour.
Missed! For the generations before me. I wonder what's down here.
Better be water! Oh, hey!
You're a question waiting for an answer. This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
Whoa.
Armor. From the age of the old ones. But how do I get to it? Red light. I'm not getting in. I haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Twelve, 15, 18, 21. 0, 0.
These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work. There, fits. I just need to slot in one more.
And where do I find this last power cell? AKA, how the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, right here. Alright. So, where's this last power cell? I don't see any more ruins around. I'm gonna have to find a ruin that's got a power cell in it so I can go back and get that badass looking armor. Alright.
No, I'm awake. And alert. Damn it.
Who would willingly live on piles of scrap taken from the old ones?
Good to see you.
Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad King Duran's acts, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly, the salvages committed can barely be recounted, so praise the cleansed Sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands and the reaping of sacrifice. The Red Raids, for the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Taru who sought to appease with gifts of grain were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Asaram, the terror of the sun, piled the corpses of the fallen up on the walls of their village so his Kerskos might clamor upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were dropped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun King, listed in such detail, you might think it reported, by their own clattering skulls once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre in the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, blooding the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as they loosed the behemoths careened through the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All these crazed bloodletting did the Mad King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Cataman of the dawn's rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the Mad Sun King Duran's miseries cannot be found in the history annals, or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priest. It is with a heavy heart that I scribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. That guy kind of sounds like a dick.
Arrested two for disorder of conduct last week. You don't want to know what they're doing. No shadows.
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram get special treatment, and now Outlanders from the savages could the Sun King haven't heard.
Passed by some Outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Oh, I need 2 hands for this.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the Claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately.
Uh-oh.
I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
I don't know about you.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Carja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Carja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Alright guys, I think we're gonna end up calling this a night here. I'll try and pick up on this on the next day that I have time. And I will see you guys later.